What's up, guys? It's NoSkips, and I'm here with the best decks from day one of the Barons meta. I know it's April Fool's, but yes, you see a watch post on your screen, and that is because watch posts are in this video, if you can believe it. I can't. I just want to preface this by saying don't craft anything from these decks yet, because when the meta is this early on, we're going to see a lot of development and changing around. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first deck that we're looking at is Control Warlock. If there was an early predictor that I would say is the tier 1 deck in the format, I actually think it's Control Warlock. Again, it's really too early to tell. But Control Warlock is not only strong because it got Jiraxxus, the only hero card in Standard right now, but it's also strong because of the extremely strong Darkmoon Faire package of cards it got with Ticketus, Cascading Disaster, Yashiraj. Tamsin Roam has just added so many ways for this deck to get additional removal, which really helps it crush and choke out those smaller aggro decks. There's also not many decks in the format that can compete with Lord Jiraxxus's constant 2-mana 6/6s every turn. That's incredibly hard to deal with. I think this deck is extremely strong right now. I think it's still really early, but I think we're going to continue seeing a lot of Control Warlock. Alright, next on the list is Secret Paladin. So Secret Paladin got a ton of new cards from the new expansion, and it's basically an entirely new archetype. I think the strongest card out of this list is definitely Sword of the Fallen. You might think Cannon Master Smythe is, flashy, but he's only one card in your deck, and he's not good all of the time. Sword of the Fallen is the card that you want to draw in this deck. If you draw that on your mulligan, then you are set to just keep rolling out those secrets, get them out of your deck so you don't draw them. You don't want to draw your secrets. And this Crossroads Gossiper card is indeed very, very strong in Paladin. I've seen so many games of Crossroads Gossiper where that thing can easily get up to like 10 attack or 11 attack. It just goes up and up and up. Right now, people aren't really playing around Paladin secrets like they should be. Oh My Yogg is just a game winner in some scenarios with this deck. If you've played it or played against it, you know how powerful Oh My Yogg is at just messing up your opponent's plays for that turn. And it's going to buff your Gossiper. In addition to this deck, Kazakus is actually making a very strong case in Standard right now. It's in this Secret Paladin deck, and I think it's one of the star cards for sure. Summoning those 5/5s that copy themselves in particular, it's very strong. A lot of decks cannot remove 2 5/5s on turn 5, especially if they have something like Divine Shield or Stealth. It's a game-winning card. In addition, Conviction will just get you that 6 burst that you need on turns 5 or later. This is a really good aggro deck to push with right now, I feel like. Who knows, maybe as the meta sort of settles down, maybe we'll see Secret Paladin start to fall out of favor. Maybe it just gets beat up too much by other decks, but I think Secret Paladin can actually stick around for quite some time. I've seen some people starting to morph this version of the deck into a hybrid version with Silverhand Recruits. I think that's actually a pretty smart direction because Secret Paladin has trouble keeping up their fuel a little later in the game, while Silverhand Recruits tend to just stick around more and have a bigger presence on the board. Yeah, I'm excited to see if Secret Paladin sticks around for the near future. I think it will. I think it's going to be at least a tier 2 deck. Right now it's tier 1. It might fall out of favor a little bit as strategies get more refined, but we're just going to have to see. Okay, last on the list for today is Watch Post Rogue. I know it's April Fool's. I know. I'm not joking, though. Watch Post actually ended up being good. And I did not predict this. I thought some of the effects seemed kind of strong. But yeah, they're annoying to deal with, for sure. A lot of people are complaining about them already. Who knows, will we see a Watch Post nerf? I don't think so. Watch Post Rogue, actually, even right now, the win rate is slowly going down over time. So I don't expect to see this deck as like more than a tier 1 day 1 player. I just can't believe that Watch Post actually saw play, guys. I don't know. It's a weird world, honestly. But seriously, the highest mulligan win rate card in this deck, right below Jandis Barov, one of the strongest legendaries we've seen, is Far Watch Post. Right below Jandis Barov. And yeah, that card is serious. If you get that out on turn 2, or if you coin it out, oh my god, you're just going to make your opponent's plays so bad for the next few turns. I mean, a lot of decks just don't have a way to remove that Far Watch Post on turn 1 or 2. And it's really annoying. There's a really strange win condition for this deck where you actually ramp up to your Cargal Battle Scar. You can Shadow Step it, use this with Pen Flingers and your Field Contact to draw your cards, Secret Passage. And there's not a lot of decks that can kill that many 5/5s on turn 7. So when you get your Cargal later, after you've played just a couple Watch Posts, or you've just tempoed out your opponent with good rogue cards, yeah, you can kill them pretty consistently. This deck, I feel like, requires a lot of finesse to actually pilot. If you try piloting this, it can be a little complicated at first to toss around the Pen Flingers, the Field Contact, the Octobot, and using these all at the right time. Like, do I tempo out my Octobot and just hope that it gets frenzied? Or am I going to try to guarantee the Octobot's frenzied by using it with the Pen Flinger, Shadow Stepping the Octobot if possible to reduce the cost of my hand even more? You can reduce the cost of your Field Contact. You can wait to play your Field Contact with the Octobot and the Pen Flinger. The turns get really complicated. The complexity of this deck actually makes it a lot of fun to pilot. I'd totally recommend it. Again, don't craft anything for this deck, okay? Watch Posts might not be around for much longer. I just feel like Watch Post strategies are going to dwindle down as people realize, okay, they're good cards, but they're not that good, right? So I wouldn't craft Cargal or anything. What I would maybe consider crafting at this point is actually Kazakus, which makes another appearance in this deck. I think Kazakus is very strong. There's actually quite a few decks that might want to put a Kazakus in their deck. Kazakus is another star player in this deck. You can Shadow Step Kazakus to get more overpowered golems. I said it in the Secret Paladin part, but yeah, if you play out these 5/5s that copy themselves, I feel like you're just going to win the game a lot of the time. You can use your golems to draw more cards. You can use them to remove enemy minions. Overall, Kazakus just looks to be a strong card, and I think people will be playing him for the future. As for Watch Posts, I think they're going to fall a little bit out of popularity, but right now they're super fun to play. And no, I know it's April Fool's, but yes, Watch Posts had actually made a significant impact on the early meta. I can't believe it either. But yeah, guys, really exciting meta stuff happening in the game right now. Leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I think soon I'm going to make a video for new players in Hearthstone, how to have the most fun in the game without spending any money. So you can subscribe for that if you want. Let me know what you want to see in the comments, of what videos you'd like to see in the future, if you want to see gameplay of me piloting any of these decks. Yeah, feedback is always appreciated, and hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you later.